Right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people, lovers of freedom all over the world. Welcome once again to today's news update as it is happening in Biafran land. And today's news will taking you to Imo State as Imo has experienced another high level of attack as bomb explosion rocks Imo, leaves 5 feared dead, several wounded. Yes, I saw the video, and it was actually very painful seeing the video of the bomb explosion in Olu local government area. That was after there was an attack in Osumogu, I think in their market, where some market women were actually quiet. You saw innocent people being fight by the Zujanjawi terrorist army in Biafran land. For those of you who continue to say that there is no WAR happening in Biafran land, there is a huge war happening in Biafran land. You because of you're in diaspora, because you are, in Lagos and other parts of the zoo, doesn't make the information false. The truth is that there is a huge WAR happening in Biafran land, and you must understand this. And this is why we will continue to speak and continue to review these atrocious acts, by these people. Now, let us go straight up to the news in detail as bomb explosion rocks Imo State. A devastating bomb explosion rocked Ubeheze market in Awo Idemili Olu local government area of Imo State on Tuesday, leaving at least 5 people dead and several others wounded. The explosion occurred around 11 a.m. when traders were opening their stores. Eyewitnesses described the scene as horrific, with dead bodies littering the ground and wounded individuals lying in pool of blood. Yeah, this is actually the one I was talking about, where the viral video, was so disheartening and touching. It was so painful. I felt pain within. But what can we say? This is one important reason why we need Simon Ekpa Njoku at this critical time. Just check out, when this whole attack has been coming. It has been coming strongly since the arrest of Simon Ekpa Njoku. But let us continue and round up with the news. A viral video showed people wailing and structures in the market blown into pieces. Residents who spoke on condition of anonymity expressed shock and fear over the incident. One eyewitness said, "We opened the market around 11 a.m. Traders were seen bringing out their goods, and suddenly what we heard was an explosion that rocked the entire market. Structures in the market were blown into pieces and woods, zincs and other items were seen flying all over the places. Many traders were killed by the bomb explosion, including children." Another resident who declined to be named due to security concerns said, "I don't want to speak because in that village, no youth is in the village. People are being careful because since 5 years ago, no police except Ibubago and the army. Everybody is careful to say something that will bring calamity to his family." Now, the Imo police spokesman, Henry Okoye, did not respond to text message or phone call. So the police haven't said anything concerning this. But we can authoritatively tell you that, these incidents actually happened yesterday, and it was a very painful one. The video is on social media. It is actually so unfortunate we can't post the video here because it is actually a very, very touching video. YouTube definitely will not allow that kind of video. We would have posted it, but the scene is so touching. You can check it on Twitter. Check our platform on Twitter. You see the videos there. Now, meanwhile, let us still go in further, into the issues also trending in Biafran land, because there are still, issues of insecurity that needs to be addressed, happening in Biafran land, and a lot of them has actually been exposed. Please watch this video; it's very important.
Breaking news. Protests erupt in Enugu community as residents demand Nigeria army to leave their land in the old Enugu. Hear the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel /television this very moment. Today's date is of June 2025, and I have breaking information for every one of you listening to my voice right now from wherever you are all over the world. Dear friends and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news, because it's very, very important. I can assure you, my people. It's happening currently as I'm speaking to you right now in Old Enugu State, as the citizens, the residents, are currently protesting against the Zoo Janjaweed terrorist army for their heinous crimes against humanity in the Old Enugu State. So without further ado, let us read the news in details. As you can see on your screen, I will be reading from one of the Zoo media platforms, the Vanguard. And according to their title, they said, protests in Enugu over discovery of live explosive on farmland. This is the live explosive they are talking about. This is just Ogbunigwe, Ifabu Ogbunigwe in the zoo. And this is English. You understand? Ogbunigwe Abu English, not fake. Neither is it locally made. Now, let us read in details. The residents of Ochima in Igbo-Etiti local government area of Enugu State have staged peaceful protest following the recent discovery of a live explosive, Ogbunigwe, in their farmland. Okay, now, we are going to know what is the cause. The community alleges that the explosive is a consequence of the Nigeria Army's shooting exercises conducted at the location, specifically by the 82 Division, Enugu. The community expresses fears over their safety, citing previous incidents where bullets, Ogbunigwe, and missiles from military exercises have caused injuries, unaliving, and property damage, adding that a resident named Gloria was unalived in February 2022 when a bullet hit her during the military activities. From an eyewitness, not from Biafra Unite. From an eyewitness, but unfortunately, they swept this incident under the carpet. Now let's continue. They moved around with some placards that read, Nigeria Army should leave Ochima community alone. Nigeria terrorist army should leave Ochima community alone. Nigeria Army are unaliving our people with spraying of bullets, /bomb and missiles. Government should come and rescue Ochima community from Nigeria Army, among others. Wow. The people of Ochima community in Enugu State, in Igbo-Ekiti, Enugu State, currently protesting against the unaliving of their community members by the Nigeria Army, or should I say Nigeria terrorist army, in the guise of military exercise, using indirect way to unalive the citizens of Biafra in Enugu State. I want people to take note of this. Indirectly, camouflaging to be having military exercise while using indirect way to unalive our people in Ochima community in Igbo-Ekiti local government area of Enugu State. I want people to take note of this. The community reports having found live bombs twice. They found live Ogbunigwe twice, yet to be detonated. Live one last year, and again recently in Kpai now, the one that caused the massive protest that is going on, which required intervention by the police and bomb disposal experts. Bomb disposal experts have to come in order for them to dispose the live Ogbuniwe. The residents appealed for government intervention, claiming that the military's presence and activities have led to trauma, displacement, and disruption of farming and daily life. I don't know if people are paying attention to the current happenings in our land, or should I say in Enugu State to be precise. So for the fact that this news is being reported by a Nigerian news platform, it is another evidence for our Prime Minister, especially for our Prime Minister, because this news is being reported by a Nigerian news platform, and we have an eyewitness giving testimony. It's an evidence that in reality, the people who are carrying out terrorist activities in our land is actually the Nigerian military. I'm telling you the truth. You can see this is a clear evidence because I am reporting from a Nigerian news platform. Vanguard is one of the most famous newspaper in Nigeria, so they can't report anything that is against Nigeria unless if that thing is true. Are you paying attention? Unless it's true. Once it's against the zoo, it has to be true. Even sometimes they hide the truth. In most cases, they hide the truth. So for them to report this one, Emalogo, you don't choke already. You don't already choke. So they cannot hide this one. They have to report it. So this is an evidence to nail the zoo the more based on what is going on in Finland between Biafra and the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. And this Biafra in Finland is being represented by the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. The residents appealed for the government intervention, claiming that the military's presence and activities have led to trauma. And we are talking about citizens. Citizens are complaining that the military's activities have led to trauma. This is national disaster. People should take note of it. Have led to trauma, displacement from their ancestral homes. So where are they? Those that have been displaced because of the military terrorism, where are they today? They are living in IDP camps, in eternally displaced camp in Enugu State, unfortunately. And disruption of famine and daily life. You know what that means? That is hunger. That is hunger in disguise, or should I say hunger in horizon. Unbelievable. The community previously protested in 2024, which is last year, against the military encroachment and took legal actions. While the case pending in court, they reported the discovery of bombs to the police, who responded by neutralizing the threat. The town union president general, Mr. Gerard Okwesiliobaka, voiced concerns about the danger posed by the military shooting range and called for intervention from the government authorities. You see, the town union president general, who supposed to be a politician in disguise, who should be a politician in disguise, because all the president generals in Igbo land today are all serving the interests of Fulani. They are all politicians in disguise. But these are people who are supposed to be the leaders of their respective, communities. But they turn to be politicians because they target that money. They bag anywhere but left face. But the man cannot hold it anymore. At least he tried to be a good leader, to voice out, to tell the people of what is going on in their community. The reason why we are protesting is that we are in danger. The community cannot live comfortably again because every time bullets from Nigeria Army 82 Division Enugu shooting range fall in our land, we cannot farm or fetch water from our streams. You see, they are lamenting, which is not supposed to be so. It's never supposed to be so. In our community, different buildings have been affected by the bullets. Last year, we discovered a bomb, and this year again, we discovered another bomb. So in our land, all the people and visitors are in danger, and we are dying. Last time, bullet hit one Gloria on the 8th February 2022, and she died, he explained. They have the precise date that incident occurred, and then we lost alive because of the idiocy, the stupidity, and the terrorism of Nigeria Army. We lost a soul, the one they could recall. We are not talking about the ones that were unalive in secret. Are you paying attention? The DG added that on the discovery of the bomb, they reported to the police divisional headquarters at Ogbede in Igbo-Ekiti local government area, that later contacted police anti-bomb squad from Enugu that helped to neutralize it, adding that the detonation took place on 10th May 2025. You see, they have the dates and times that these things happen, so it is not alleged. We are talking about reality here. Are you paying attention? We are talking about realities. Speaking to press, the Senior Special Advisor SSA on works in Igbo-Ekiti local government area, Honorable Engineer Onyebuchi Otoboeze, acknowledged the community's plight and commended the local government chairman for prompt action during recent bomb discoveries. Now, before we even proceed further, I want to ask, why should there be hidden, obunigwes, hidden bombs in this place? Why? What is the agenda of the Nigerian army to hide bombs, live bombs in these areas? What is the agenda of the Janjaweed? If not to eliminate our people, if not to deplete our population, if not to destroy our land, if not to eradicate us, if not to chase us away from our ancestral lands. What is the agenda of the Nigerian army hiding bombs under our land in these communities in the guise of training or whatsoever? What has, burying Obunigwe, burying bombs in our lands got to do with ordinary military exercise? Why can't you do this exercise inside your cantonment, inside your barracks? Are you telling me that barracks is not enough? 82 Division Enugu, one of the biggest barracks in the East. Are you telling me that, if not the biggest actually, are you telling me that 82 Division Enugu is not enough, does not have enough land, land mass to have whatever exercise you want? It's a very simple question that we are demanding the answers. Now, also speaking, the Station Catechist, Holy Child Catholic Church, Ochima, Mr. Lawrence Igwe, appealed for government assistance to prevent further calamities. A lot is going on, my people. The protesters are calling on the Nigerian army to cease activities in their land. Can you cease activities in their land? If you are civil, if you know that you are seriously protecting lives and properties of our people, can you cease all your terrorist activities in this Ochima, in Igbo-Ekiti local government area of Enugu State? Can you just go back to your barracks and leave us alone? At least for now, to your barracks. Since you don't want to leave Biafran land in peace, you are going to live in pieces. But for now, can you just go back to your barracks and leave these people alone? These poor people in Ochima, can you just leave them alone? They are suffering. Now, they are seeking intervention from government authorities to ensure their safety and restore peace. Now, which of the government? That's a simple question. Which of the government? Is it the government of the criminal, Peter Wambanse? Is he the one that will come to your rescue? They don't control the army. Peter Wambanse does not control the army. He does not control the police. He does not control the air force. He does not control the navy. He does not control anything. We're talking about federal things here. Military is federal. Navy is federal. Air Force is federal. Even road safety is federal. Ordinary police are supposed to be state-owned security, apparatus. Is not in the control of Peter Mba. So which of the government are you calling? That is where the Biafra government should have played a key role. You see the reason why when things like this are going on, when people are being unalived in Biafra land, I don't mention the names of these cowards who pretend to be leaders or maybe governors or senators, because they are under the Fulani Caliphate and Fulani oligarchy. They have nothing to offer to our people. The only people who have something to offer is the Biafran freedom fighters, the Biafra government. I'm telling you the truth. That's why most times you don't hear me, they lament on social media. What is the governor doing? What is Soludo doing? What is Hope Uzodinma doing? What is Peter Mba doing? I am not that person, because I know very well that our security is not in their hands, because they can't provide any. I know it, and I've known this for many years now. That's why I don't call them in a case like this. I call the Biafra government because we have an army to deal with any terrorist threats in our land. Now, all effort to get the reaction of Nigeria Army 82 Division Enugu proved abortive. No response. Proved abortive because they know exactly what they are doing. Who is the General Commander 82 Division Enugu? A Fulani man. How can a Fulani man give you security? A Fulani man giving an Igbo man security? It's not possible. You know very well that can never happen. They say, as the Deputy Director Army Public Relations Officer, DDAPR, Lieutenant Colonel Jonah Onuakalo refused to take call or reply the WhatsApp messages sent to him. You see? And now the Public Relations Officer, Onye Zipuozi, as in Onunekuru 82 Division Enugu, is an Igbo man. Jonah Onuakalo. It sounds like Igbo name, but I'm not sure. But of course, he's a Southerner. But the general is a Fulani man. The general commander, A2 Division, is a Fulani man. Unbelievable. So my people, I don't want to talk too much. I've already seen it. This is the bomb itself, the one that is currently discovered in that very area. Thank you, my people. And make it go viral. Fulani herdsmen unleash mayhem across the southeast in total conquest of Biafra land. Hear the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel/television this very moment. Today's date is 25th of May 2025, and I have some video clips and important information for every one of you listening to my voice right now from wherever you are all over the world. Dear friends and lovers of freedom, we have to move straight to this very news because I'm not sure we have much time for preambles. Now, you can see the video on your screen. I have two different video clips for you. Things are going on, and these are the things that they can never tell you. Dear friends, I want you to pay attention. I want you to open your eyes. Mepekwa na anyo no. Open your eyes, Chineke. These are the things they can never show you. They don't want you to see them. They want you to be blind. They don't want you to see them. And people like me, when we bring them to your doorsteps, when we bring them and talk about them, they become angry. They don't want you to know, so that they keep on deceiving you, not corner by the side. These are the things that they are hiding from you. Tell me or show me any of them that are showing you these things happening in our land. The only thing they know how to do is on a specific day, on a very specific day every week, they will come and do what they know how to do best. That is the only time they remind you of how Janjaweed terrorist army is invading our land, because they are targeting something from you. Because I will not continue shouting like this. Very soon, I will no longer continue shouting like this. Opportunity, utilize it. Jobano Fajujo, what is going on in our land? Now, Jono Fajujo, what is happening in our land? Hold your government accountable. Hold them accountable. They can talk and rant and attack me as much as they can. It does not stop me from doing the needful unless I decide to keep quiet. Especially when I see that they can no longer regain their sense of reasoning. Then I may decide to keep quiet. Now, my people, let us watch this first clip of video, and after this I will play you the second video. Pay attention, things are going on in our land. Jobano Fajujo once again. Joano Fa, where are our army? Jobano Fajujo. Emaloni neso. Emalo anybody ne follow. Jobonya Ajujo. Jobay. Akwe na turo yego. Jobaya Ajujo. Where is our army? What is going on in our land? It's a very simple question. What is going on in our land? Watch before I bring you the second one.
Just imagine what these people is doing in our place. Imagine what they are doing in our home, in our country home. They have left Soka Road. Now they have come to our road. Maybe it is becoming hotter for them for that on Soka Road. Now they have come to our place. This is Ituku Inogu. Ituku Inogu. I can't believe this. I can't just believe this.
Okay, thank God. You see? Can you see how they cause traffic? They cause traffic. Operating in the broad daylight, causing traffic. Nobody is responding to them. Are you paying attention, Muchineke? Operating in broad daylight, block or road in the broad daylight. Nani Igbo, Nkanya Enugu State. I'm going to bring you another one from a different part of Biafra land. Nkabu Enugu. Unchallenged. Operating unchallenged. Nani Igbo. It was never like this, especially under Mazi Simon Ever. This is what the Fulani oligarchy want. The terrorist group owners, those who own terror groups in the north. This is what they want to bring to our land. That's why they are fighting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's why they want to silence Mazi Simon Ever by all means. This is exactly what they want. Total conquest of our land. Unfortunately, we do no longer have any man left in our land. Unfortunately. Now let me show you the second video.
Biko ejimohera na-ekela ndị agwa ndị mba anọ agwa autonomous community na ndị ụmụ agwa onye nụ na anụ olie na-awụ Pastor Onyejekwe Ekele Davis Ogazi 1 of ụmụ agwa. Achọrọ m iji ohere a gosinụ ma kọwapụtaranụ mkpamkpa kpara na ụmụ n'abalị Chijifo taa. Ihe anụ na ahụ na-awụ ụkwụ nnama ndị Fulani kpọnnama ha bịa wakpa anyị n'abalị Chijimafo taa. Ihe m na-agwa ihe ebe ị na-ahụ na-awụ compound mmadụ. Ihe ahụ compound mmadụ. Ihe ahụ ụlọ compound ndị mmadụ ri ihe a. Leecha ihe ndị ahụ plantain. N'abalị Chijifo taa aga m egosi gị ihe ahụ ụlọ mmadụ n'abalị Chijifo taa ka ndị akpọnnama ha wakpa anyị n'ụmụ agwa. Ihe ahụ akpụ ndị mmadụ gbara na dia compound. Ihe akpụ mmadụ gbara na compound ya. Leecha ya ị ga-ahụ ihe compound mmadụ. Ihe akpụ ihe ahụ the segment of the community was invaded n'abalị Chijifo. You can see with your two eyes. Ihe ahụ compound mmadụ. Ihe compound mmadụ. They were shooting sporadically. Onde niile bi ebe ahụ gbara ọsọ n'abalị. Akpara ha ihe n'abalị. Nwe onye hiri n'ụlọ ya n'abalị. Around 3-4. Ihe awụ afụ ọrụ mmadụ tara afụ ọrụ. Lee ye. Look at it. This is what we are suffering. Ndị eme na ihe o. A na-ekwuli onye orutebeghị ya eche na ọ dị isi. Ihe otu ha chigbu our brother a na-akpọ Ozemini Riaka. There was no justice. The whole thing was swept under the carpet. Otu aka ha ji gbu nwanne anyị nwoke a na-akpọ Tenkobo Chukwuemeka Nnorom. Onwe ihe merenụ. Ihe a compound mmadụ. Look at. Imagine. Here somebody's compound lekwe. They invaded us. Leye here compound here ụlọ ndị mmadụ. Ndị na-ebi n'ebe a niile gbara ọsọ. Leye. Ndị na-ebi channel ebe a gbara ọsọ. Lekwe. Look at. Lekwe ihe anyị na-agabiga na-agwa. A whole agwa na-eji eme ọnụ. Look at what we are suffering in the hands of strangers. Agwa. I ga-akwa nọsi anyị gbalaga ka nọsi anyị guzo. Lekwe ihe compound ndị lebi ebe a gbachara ọsọ. Ihe na-ahụ na ụlọ ndị mmadụ. Ihe ndị alile na-ahụ na awụcha ụlọ ndị mmadụ. Ihe ndị alile awụcha ụlọ ndị mmadụ. This is an uncompleted building. Agbara akpọ ya lekwe. Ndị awala anyị o. The Fulanis have taken over our land. gawuzi hu n'ime ọrụ ke wo n'ụlọ ihe wa mumu ekpuo lekwenie o lekwenie. You can see things with your eyes. You can see this ihe wo lekwe ụlọ mmadụ lekwenu ihe ndị ala ile wocha ụlọ ndị mmadụ. These people awala anyị o. These people awala anyị o. Agba tebe n'ọra ụmụ ekpu teno n'ọra mba nọ teno n'ọra o. Ihe wa mumu ekpu kalile ihe o. Lekwe to these people ji invade our land. Ask them can wait to the notice of everybody. Ndewonu.
Now that you have seen it, it is not from Biafra Unite. When was the last time you heard our people lamenting this way, like those in the Middle Belt? We used to hear this type of lamentations from the Middle Belt, and maybe sometimes from some part of Yoruba land. We hear them lamenting on a daily basis. The people from the Middle Belt and those from the Northeast. Look at people's homes. Deserted.